know a lot of you mainly want to look like Toji, Baki, Gojo, Goku, and JinWoo when you're shirtless, because a lot of y'all just want validation from others for your ego and self-esteem instead of developing true self-confidence, but that's a lesson for life experience to teach you as you grow and evolve.
And it's all good, dude. I've been there too. Hell, most of us have been there at least once in our lives, and there's nothing wrong with that. But before your character growth arc starts, let's work on making that body sharp for y'all.
Man is weak. We need a fitness guru.
Yo dudes and dudettes, your friendly neighbor JaxBlade is back, and we've been talking about how to get fictional characters' physiques for years at this point, and also how to train like them in real life, but I still get these sort of questions. So in this 8-step process, I'm gonna make this super easy. No matter what financial bracket you're in, no matter what age you are, this will help you, so follow along. All right, so the number one thing you gotta do first is gotta take stock of your inventory. Like, what do you have to work with?
Whether that be your home gym, a regular gym, or if you have zero equipment at your house, how can you improvise? You can use backpacks with books, water, jugs for added weight, sand if you need to. Everyone should have a freaking pull-up bar in their house. It's the king of functional fitness exercises for a reason. So go to the store, grab yourself a pull-up bar, or maybe find a playground or a calisthenic park you can use.
Now, I've mentioned this in the past. If you're a really busy person, you only really need 7 different exercises and their variations, and you'll be able to make great results for yourself if you're looking for a strong, healthy body that looks good and that is actually very functional as well, as long as you get your primers in as well, because that's very important.
For calisthenics, if you're looking to build your chest, shoulders, and triceps, do all kinds of anime god makers, aka push-ups, and their variations. It keeps you from plateauing and just from getting bored. For your back width and biceps, do all variations of pull-ups and also make sure to get your chin-ups in. For back thickness and rear delt safety, make sure you're doing your body weight rows. For bigger arms in general, do dips. Use your body weight. You can use a bench. You can use standard parallel bars or even gymnastic rings. For legs, unilateral squats are better because 2-leg body weight movements become very easy, very fast. For boulder shoulders, do your pike push-ups or handstand push-ups if you got it like that and build them delts. You can also hit some core exercises like hollow bodies and planks. If you have no gym equipment, make sure to use a bag or your backpack and fill it with various things around the house so you can still get a great workout.
If you need beginner variations, just check out my Vi Tough Like the Tunes I did recently. It was all body weight, or just check out this Tough Like the Tunes playlist, which is just all calisthenic and all home workouts.
And for my weight lovers, make sure you're hitting your incline dumbbell bench press for them titties, pull downs and weighted pull-ups for that back, any kind of row, barbell, dumbbell, or a machine to get extra thick. Shoulder press for them delts, your favorite type of squat, like I mentioned in this video on my leg training, I really like to do the dumbbell front squat, your fave type of deadlift, and while I'm fond of the dumbbell curl, I choose the dumbbell runner over it because I've fallen in love with it. It hits your biceps, your triceps, and your shoulders. Thank you, Adam, for the recommendation.
Also, primers to keep the body safe. These are very important, especially as you age.
Train your rotator cuffs, your lower back, your neck, your hips and knees, your elbows, and your wrists. YTWLs, band face pulls, external and internal rotations, band pull-aparts, core stability exercises, and stationary swimming movements, neck curls in multiple directions, making sure you push in the chin and not overstraining yourself, Jane Fondas, calf raises, Hindu squats, a ton of great exercises you can find on the Knee Over Toe Guys channel, wrist curls, reverse wrist curls, and band extensors all help to prevent golfers and tennis elbow that you get when doing a lot of compound movements and one of your muscles has to overcompensate for the weakness of another.
Now for the second stage, we need to know where you are starting at. Are you skinny and trying to get muscular? Are you a little pudgy and trying to get muscular? Or are you a little built fat or skinny fat or etc. and trying to get muscular? Depending on where you start, that is going to vary how we go about this.
So I've actually done several in-depth videos on this very thing, but to make this easy for y'all, if you are someone who's just trying to gain muscle but you have a very thin frame, just do this. If you're someone who is very much like trying to lose that extra body fat but still muscular at the end, just do this. All right, I'll leave it up for 10 seconds so you can screenshot and read through them.
All right, now we are at number 3. Utilize that genjutsu effect. I always say this. Utilize that genjutsu effect. For the people who don't know what I mean, if you get this type of muscular or decently muscular, just anything like nice back, nice abs, etc., all right, the majority of people on the planet will see you like this, because something a lot of people online tend to forget, there are 8 billion plus people on this planet, and not every person is a fitness expert. Not everyone is a fitness genius. Not everyone like goes about fitness and knows everything about it like that, okay? So when they see someone built like this, they will immediately add 30 pounds to them. If you don't believe me, if you remember back in the day, I always bring up this one because it's one of the most well-known ones. It's when Taylor Lautner got really jacked for Twilight, when he put on like some muscle onto his lean frame. There are a bunch of people in my high school who are saying like, yo, have you seen how jacked freaking Taylor Lautner got? He's as freaking buff as Arnold and freaking Conan and stuff like that. And the people who do lift are like, what? No, he's not. What are y'all talking about? Because that is so common. A lot of people do not understand that the 8 billion plus people on this planet, they do not see fitness the same way a fitness enthusiast who is obsessive about it over it. It's another reason I always bring up the body dysmorphia thing that's going on, because a lot of people need to realize that no matter what physique you attain, you'll always be like, I kind of want more than this, but you have to catch it to a point where it's like, okay, is it doing more harm to me, or is it actually making me want to be a better person? Because a lot of times people jump to get like steroids and stuff like that when you do not need them to be impressive to the majority of the planet. If anyone tells you otherwise, they are terminally online, because if you go out into the real world, I guarantee you there are a lot of people who will just be like, oh wow, you are really in shape, you look really great. But if you go online in the comment section, you'll be like, man, he's trash, he doesn't look like this is lacking, this is lacking, this lacking. That's, again, you got to work on this stuff for yourself. But if you want that, I just want to let you know that this genjutsu effect works miraculously. Okay, so we got a game plan to help you build the body that you want. But now I want you to get a piece of paper and write down every single responsibility you have to do that affects your life positively. And that if you don't do this responsibility, it will negatively affect your life. So for example, if you have a family, you got to make sure you're taking care of them. If you don't have your homework done, you got to make sure you do it, or else you're going to get held back and all your friends are going to keep moving on. And then you'll be the one who's just stuck and laid back and stuff like that. And then, like, you know, that's going to affect you negatively. I know a lot of people like that, so you don't want that to happen. All right. How do you make money? What is your job? How's that going for you? How's your house look? You know, what is your environment like? All this stuff. Like, write down all the responsibilities you need to take care of. If you're a young person who doesn't have many responsibilities, be blessed, okay? Because they come as soon as you become an adult. And then when you're like an adult and have a lot of responsibilities, you are not alone in this. You're able to make a bunch of time and stuff like that. All it takes is some simple planning. If you want even more help, check out my Goku Tackle Life Like Goku video where I broke this down fully. But this is very important. I want you to write down every single responsibility that you have to do for your life that makes your life improve. Now, nutrition-wise, we need to figure out, how do you get your food? All right. Do your parents cook it for you? Do you cook it yourself? Do you like have a meal plan service or anything like that? And then are you getting adequate protein? Are you getting adequate fuel enough? Or is it just like a bunch of garbage? You want to make sure that all of this is absolutely sorted. So what my piece of advice to you is to use the 777s method I brought up in this video here. And what this basically is, it's a way of eating to help you stay consistent. Because here's the hack to getting into great shape really fast. If you eat the same thing every single day and it gives you adequate protein and it helps you just, like, you know, nourish your body and give you the energy so you feel good, you will make results so much faster than if you just sort of like wing it every single day. So what I recommend is think of 7 different breakfast meals that you really enjoy, that give you the fueling you need, the protein, etc. And then for that same thing, think of 7 different lunch meals you enjoy. And then think of 7 different dinners you enjoy. All right, 777s. This is what I call this. This is my little thing. And it basically is like a wheel. So for example, if you are a person who's like, I eat the same thing for breakfast every single day, but lunch I never know what to pick. Now you have 7 different things to alternate. You can always alternate because you can just keep doing that. You can keep alternating your wheel and stuff like that whenever you want to stay consistent. So make sure you do your 777s. There's also a ton of cheap food that you can get to like boost you in bulk. So for example, rice, beans, tuna, various like vegetables and stuff like that, frozen if needed, and then various things. As long as you're just staying consistent and eating the proper nutrition every single day for like, you know, 10 weeks straight, your body will start to change. I guarantee you it will start to change as long as you are doing all the stuff that we have been pointing out so far. Next up is time management. Now again, my Goku Tackle Life video will help you with this, but let's say, do you have 10 minutes? Do you have 15 minutes? Do you have 20 minutes? Do you have 30 minutes? Do you have 40 minutes, an hour, 90 minutes, 2 hours, etc.? How long do you have to work out? Because one of the most important things is making sure that you actually have time. A lot of people will sometimes say like, I don't have time to work out. You can make a great workout in 10 minutes. You can make a great workout in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, etc. As a matter of fact, if you don't believe me, you can go to my like playlist here. These are all workouts you can do in 5 to 10 minutes at your house and stuff like that. You can also check the pinned comment if you want something with a bit more bonus. But all of these right here, you can do these. You can make the results you want. You can even spread spread stuff out across the day if you need to, but you only really need this amount of time with consistency, which we'll get to in a second. But that is the most important thing, making sure that you choose a time frame, you lock in on it, and then you do it to the best of your ability as frequently as you can. So if you do lifting 3 days a week and then cardio like 4 days a week or something like that, that's all good. But that immediately brings me to my next point. How fatigued are you? Like after your workouts, do you feel like Superman, or do you feel like so tired because you have to also take care of all the life stuff going on, and then you have all these other responsibilities and stuff like that? And are you getting enough sleep? That is so crucial. If you are not getting enough sleep, but you're training an insane amount, what that does is it completely negates the results that you could be making. All right. It's going to just make you go like, oh, I'm just sort of burning myself out for no like benefit. I'm not getting any benefits from this. So always rank your fatigue level and make sure that you're getting enough naps in, and make sure you're getting enough sleep at night. So if you are a person who's like, oh, I can only sleep like 5 hours a night, you got to find a way to like put in some naps in the middle of the day. And if your like workouts are so exhausting, but you still have to take care of your life stuff, you have to tone back on them, because this life stuff will always outclass like this personal thing for you. That does not mean to stop being healthy. That does not mean to stop working out. But like your life responsibility stuff, it means that if you don't take care of this, it can greatly affect the time that you have to put towards this. So you want all of this to work in unison. You want all of this to work in unison. And if you don't, you are going to find that it bites you really hard. So make sure that you are properly like you take care of your life stuff first, and then you're able to do your workout and stuff like that. Do not just like, you know, go in the morning and then be tired the rest of the day or something like that if it's going to affect you so negatively. So make sure that you are tracking how much your body is getting fatigued. And the most important thing for getting your freaking anime physique is to stay consistent. All right. Little wins every single day build up. You could have a great Monday where you're like, oh man, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to lift weights. And then later that night, I'm going to do some like freaking Muay Thai cardio. And then the next day I'm going to wake up, lift weights. And then I'm going to do some like Brazilian jiu-jitsu or something like that. Again, like that sounds fantastic. If you have the time for it, the resources, the energy, awesome. But if you're a regular person, or you're just someone who's trying to go about life and improving themselves, that will eventually burn you out catastrophically to a point that will affect how you could even get back to this. Like you probably don't even want to do it. You'll lose motivation. That's why so many people benefit from making this a lifestyle change. Consistency, daily wins, piece by piece, like little things that you know that if I do them every single day, I will reach my goals like 200 days from now or anything like that. If you can just maintain this, maintaining is so much better. Like this guy, he's sprinting his ass out, and then he gets burned out. You're just consistently going. You're consistently proving every single day. And that is going to allow you to make the best results of your life that you can actually maintain without much effort. That is what's key. That is what is key. So again, 1, make sure that you take stock of all the stuff. Make sure you do your primers, choose your 7 weight exercises, 7 calisthenics, 7 home swaps, etc. 2, see where you're starting from. Are you skinny? Are you overweight? Are you skinny fat, built fat, etc.? And then work your way to this. 3, if you're worried about people's attention and stuff like that all on you, utilize the Genjutsu effect. Remember, there are 8 billion plus people on this planet. You will look amazing to the majority of them. And the people online who are just like, oh, no, you're like, and stuff like that. Like, again, unless you are a physique competitor or a bodybuilder in training, that's the only time you really need to pay attention to it. Otherwise, if you're just trying to look good, you're completely fine, my dude. And do not get into your head, all right? A lot of us get into our head, but you are not alone here. I want you to know that you're not alone here, all right? Take care of your life responsibilities. It will pay off for dividend. It will pay off in dividends once you get this on point, making sure that you can continually just do the things you want while also improving your life. Then we're going to work on the nutrition, making sure you do that. Work on your 777s, like write them down. If you have some you want to share in the like comments, like go ahead. I love that. And then 6, just track your time. 7, track your fatigue. 8, make sure that you are staying consistent. All right. It doesn't matter how hardcore you're going. Like I know people want to go with the Giga Sigma edit, add energy, whatever. Like this energy of consistency always wins. always wins no matter what because they're not stopping.
Be sure to hit that bell icon and subscribe. I got tons of free content to help you on your fitness journey, reach the goals that you want to achieve. And also, if you want something a bit more in depth, I have meal plans and full programs with calendars in the description box. If you made it this far in the video, type Iro Proud down in the comments below because you will evolve to the best you. But also, I'm running a 10-week challenge at the moment that's going to end on June 1st, where like me and my students are like going through a whole aesthetic transformation thing just for summertime, just to like lock in for 10 weeks for summertime. So if you want to be like a part of that, all you gotta do is click the link in my description. So we'll talk on Zoom face to face if you want to sign up for it. But yeah, I'm having like a little discount thing on that right now just because I really want to get like a bunch of people into it so we can all go to the beach like, you know, sexy Spartans and stuff like that. But as I always say, keep calm, booyah on, and don't forget, moment tide. Now go get that sexy body, but go work on that sexy soul of yours. You got this.